there, this is Mr. Shablagoo. I added some custom little 3D printed deals to my background. Of course, I have the ref with the red card and then just a NPFC player. Shout out to Applesauce or Applause Retro. I was able to get it from him. He also does like a little Tecmo Bowl, Mega Man, and I think a couple other custom stuff for like regular American football, and then like ice hockey for NES and stuff like that. But I think he's only exclusive to the States. But yeah, he made this customized for me. Here, I'll have a closer look at this. Pretty awesome. But yeah, again, Applause Retro. I'll probably leave a link for his shop on Etsy. But I figured just to spice it up a little bit for my background. But anyways, we're going to go ahead into the game for Game 17. We're going against Arctic Storm. They're in 4th place. We are in 1st place. All right, so it looks like Ziggler's getting tired. I'm going to actually have him... I'm going to have him hold off. I'm going to try Hoffer where he's at. I'm going to have Arujo there. Actually, I'm going to have Arujo where Doyle is. And then instead of Doyle, I'm going to have Galliard and then have Ziggler where Fritsch is. And then if I do need to switch him out, I'll have Ziggler as like a desperation attempt. And then I'm actually going to have, instead of Roth, I'm going to have Taylor. No, actually not Taylor. I'm going to have Dijkstra on where Roth is. And then I'm not going to have Gotti start off. I'm actually going to have De Winter. Yeah, I'm going to have De Winter start off. Since we are in a home game, we are going to play a little bit risky. See how it goes for us. We're going to go on the offensive. And then players to watch out for is going to be Mezina, Bernardi, and Nielsen. It looks like they're not having Ruiz this time. So they have a couple of C's on toughness, technique, sprinting, and kicking. And then they have an Explorer, Creator, and Chancer. So that's going to be a little bit hard to predict those. But a couple of C's besides Sven Gent. He's an A in toughness. And Bento, who has B in toughness. But their jumping's not great. It's all D's. So hopefully we can get some cross attempts. And go into kickoff. All right, 48% chance for us to win, 24% for a draw, and a 28% chance for Arctic Storm to win. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this. That should be better. Maybe. There you go. All right. And we won the coin toss. De Winter over to Sawyer, going for a dribble. Van Gent there to stop it. Bernardi to Fleury to Nielsen. Through pass over to Mezina. But Garrido was able to grab it before the shot attempt was made. All right, Carretero crossing it over. Dijkstra kicking it away out for a throw-in. Sorry. Should be better now. All right, Nielsen getting stolen by Galliard. De Winter passing it over to Nicholas. Over to Hoffer, but Bento steals it. Bernardi passing it over to Pearson. Crossing it over to Mezina, but Novikov gets tackled from behind. It's out for a free kick. Or not out, but we get a free kick. Squardo over to Arujo. Long pass over to Dijkstra. Long pass over to Galliard, but gets tackles Mittinen, so they get a free kick. Pearson crossing it to the right. Hoffer passing it over to Nicholas. Passes it back. Not a good idea. Messina over to Carretero. Crossing it over, but bad touch by Bernardi. So Garrido is able to grab it before a shot attempt was made. All right, Minton, bad pass. Cooligan with the recovery. Pearson. All right, Mezina. Nicholas with the steal. Crossing it over. De Winter getting tackled. Minton. Bento. Dijkstra with the recovery. Nielsen passing it over. Right now it's just a scrap off. Carretero. Crossing it to Cooligan. Going for a shot. Goes in between the legs of Garrido. And it is out. We have now conceded. How's that looking now? I'm still doing not too bad, but I just wish I might have to change out the strategy if need be. But I'm not going to sweat about it right now. Sawyer going for a shot, but it was wide. Right now, they've had more possessions. I think that was the only shot that we've had so far. All right, Galliard over to Hoffer. Crossing it over to Nicholas, getting a shirt pull. Galliard over to Sawyer. Through pass over to Arujo, going to shot. Hits the rebound on the post, and De Winter getting the rebound. So now it is 1-1 tied. All right, Bernardi with the pass attempt. Sawyer with the steal to Novikov. Long pass over to Hoffer. He's able to grab it. To De Winter. Bad pass attempt. Hoffer over to Dijkstra, but Bento steals it. Nicholas. Through pass to Dijkstra. Going for a shot. Shot's blocked. Galliard. Through pass over to Dijkstra. Hits the side netting, I believe. And it's out for a goal kick. All right, Bernardi to Bento, over to Carretero. Crossing it over to Mezina. Novikov, bad clearance, hits their player, so it is out for a goal kick. All right, Fleury to Cooligan. Goes for a pass to Carretero, no look pass, Cooligan. Bernardi going for a through pass, but Izquierdo clears it away, and it's out for their throw-in a dangerous spot. All right, Mezina. Cross blocked, so out for another throw-in. All right, Pearson. Through pass. Frolov cuts it. Over to Nicholas. Is Sawyer able to grab it? Nope. Cooligan. Nobody's marked Nielsen. Up. Goes for a, I think it was a shot attempt. Garrido's able to grab it. Cooligan. De Winter with the steal. Over to Hoffer. Back to De Winter. Through pass to Sawyer. One-on-one. Is the keeper. Van Gent clears it. And that is the first half. We're currently tied 1-1. Right now, I think, yeah. I mean, we're not doing too bad. We just have to have some decent through passes. I'm actually going to have, instead of Galliard, I'm going to have Ziegler. And then we're going to have Hoffer there. Yeah, that should be fine. See how that goes. Might be more of a borderline risk, but we'll see how we go. Right now, Flyboys and Colt City are tied. Manic Albion is already losing to AFC Good Omens. Great through pass. De Winter with a shot. Hits the post. Minton kicks it away. Hoffer crossing it over to Nicholas. Going for a header pass, I think, over to Ziegler. But Guerrero was able to grab it. Yep, Novikov getting tackled from behind. All right, passing it over to Izquierdo. Through pass over to Sawyer. Pass over to Novikov, back to Rujo, over to Izquierdo. Not a great attempt. Dijkstra with the butt out, gets a steal. Van Gent. Long pass over to Mezina. Goes for a cross attempt. Flurry goes for a shot. Shot's blocked. And then Dijkstra clearing it out, and it's out for their throwing currently. They're already switching out. Let's see, Fisher, what's he at? C's and I think 2 C's and a D. Cooligan, already conceded. That's not great. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna have Grant there. I know it's not a great deal, but hopefully that can help. All right, Sawyer getting tackled from Cooligan. Bernardi, the through pass over to Fisher. Tries to pass over, but Squardo with the bad pass. Passes to the middle. Dijkstra cuts it out. Ziegler. Through pass over to Gotti, but Minton's in the way. Over to Fisher. Crossing it over to Carretero. Crosses it over. Dijkstra clearing it. Ziegler passing it back to Frolov. Not a good deal. Passes it back to Esquerdo. Long pass over to Sawyer, but Van Gent clears it. Nicholas getting tackled. Pearson clearing it. It's out for our throw-in right now. All right, come on. I know we can get out of this jam. We've fought them before. We can fight them again. All right, Nicholas crossing it over. Ziegler not able to grab it. Bento clearing it. Grant, a great pass, but Bento kicks it away, getting tackled. All right, Bernardi is offside. Come on. All right, they're already switching out Ruiz, it looks like. Guess he's a bench player. C's and D's. Sawyer passing over to Ziegler with a header attempt, and it was just wide. Don't need to go with the first touch shot, just need to go with the precise shot. All right, Ziegler passing it over to the wing of Nicholas, crossing it over. Van Gent clears it. Nicholas going for Ziegler over to Hoffer. Ziegler with the rebound, and it's already 2-2. With no hesitation, we grab the ball. I do wish Sawyer had more of a presence when it comes to the shots. Grant trying to pass it over, but Fisher cuts it. Dijkstra with Hoffer. Tried through past the middle, but Cooligan's there to steal it. Novikov. Come on. Pearson. All right, Garrido was able to grab it before a contact was made. Cooligan, Bernardi, through pass. Garrido clearing it. Ziegler getting tackled from behind. All right, so we have tied 2-2 against Arctic Storm, which is annoying. With Cooligan getting 2 shots. One, Garrido was just tried to block it, but I think he just went right between his legs. And then I think our other goals were just rebounds, so nothing too flashy. I mean, that one was kind of cool, but like I said, nothing too flashy. So, got a couple of cards. Not doing too hot. Looks like Flyboys won against Colt City 2-0, and AFC Good Omens won against Natick Albion 2-0, so they're in second place. So right now, we're doing okay, but we just can't get another tie. And it looks like we're going against AFC Good Omens. As of right now, I'm going to go ahead and save it. We're going to see how we're doing for right now. Looks like Larson getting more goals ahead of Gotti. Gotti's not doing so hot, so he might not even last these few games. Might not even have to switch him out with Sawyer or Estevez. And we're not doing so hot with assists as of right now. Shipper only getting 4, but again, I haven't put him in as much. But I think there's been a couple of times where he has not had a good presence when it comes to just focusing on passes and not trying to hit the keeper. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it good on this one. Have a good day.